Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of a yawn.
I'm not stimulating you at all here on the morning show.
I don't know what it is, but when we're on Facebook Live, every time that camera comes on, Brent's yawning, and I don't know why. I apologize.
Could be a reaction of some sort.
I don't feel overly tired, but anyway.
That's good. Really excited about the show today. We're going to be visiting with Mike Evans with Evans Feed, and I've got a promotional idea with Mike that I want to ask him about. Small animal feeds. We'll get to that later on. Also, we have on our guest list some very nice people and things to talk about this morning. It's National Horror Movie Day. So if you like scary movies,
I don't.
This is your day. Lock the doors, turn off the lights, and prepare to get scared. It's National Horror Movie Night. And here's some movie fun facts about scary movies for you. Psycho may be remembered for the shower scene, but it was also the first American film to show a toilet on screen.
Oh, well,
Clear
I didn't
back
know that.
in the day, in the black and white film days, Psycho was a groundbreaker. I mean, my wife still has spooky feelings about taking a shower because of Psycho.
Yeah.
But they actually showed the toilet in that scene. I guess I don't remember that. But anyway, that's a fact. We didn't see an entire shark in the first Jaws movie until 21 minutes into the film. So they kind of build it up, right? Kind of boom, 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 boom.
Now, I don't consider Jaws a horror film, though. Do you?
I don't. They must, but I don't know whoever they are.
But, man, the original Jaws, though, great film.
Oh, good film, although now when you see it and you see the shark, it doesn't look so real as it did when we watched it the first time.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of looks rubbery.
But in both films, the music adds, right?
Oh, it does,
I mean, because in Jaws, is Jaws as intense without bump, bump,
No,
bump,
I'm
bump,
with you.
or Psycho, you know?
Yeah, you got to have the sounds.
Yeah, the music, wow.
There's also The Blob, which was a real big film in its day back in 1950. The story goes that this was based on a real incident, The Blob.
Oh.
In 1950, 2 Philadelphia police officers claimed to have seen a UFO fall from the sky. When they followed it to the landing site, the purple blob mysteriously dissolved. What did they see? No one knows. This one I just couldn't believe. The Michael Myers mask in the film Halloween.
Oh, I know this one.
You know about this one?
Yeah.
The mask is actually who it was.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
William Shatner.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they cut the holes for the eyes bigger, which changed the look of it quite a bit, but it was William Shatner as Captain Kirk in Star Trek. It was a mask, and the movie's production designer sprayed it white, cut the holes and around the eyes a little bit bigger, and the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
National Croc Day. Now, this is not about crocodiles. This is about the ugly shoes, the Crocs.
Oh, okay.
The ugly rubber clogs worn by nurses, Post Malone, and people who no longer care.
And Jeff Denson.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
He's
got a pair of American flag ones that he wears or used to anyway, wore all the time at Legion games. I love those things.
A lot of people do.
But I got to be, have you ever worn a pair of Crocs? I never have.
No.
I don't think I've ever had a pair.
No. The style peaked in 2007, but even today there's always some celebrity trying to convince you they're not the ugliest shoes ever made. I think they must be very comfortable, though, so who cares, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, a recall. If I can find this, I think we should probably bring this to you. I know that we don't have a McDonald's anymore, but if you're traveling and thinking about stopping and having a quarter pounder, you might want to rethink that.
Yeah.
McDonald's has stopped selling its quarter pounders in 10 states after the CDC linked it to a huge E. coli outbreak earlier this month. At least one person has died, and dozens others needed to be hospitalized, mostly in Colorado. So you're not going to be able to buy one right now, most likely anyway. But for quite a while now, they've been able to kind of trace it down to 10 states, but most in Colorado. McDonald's thinks it was these onions that are to blame, so they're also off the menu at hundreds of locations until McDonald's and the CDC can pinpoint the cause. So you might want to keep that in mind if you're thinking about a quarter pounder. That was also another recall we'll tell you about later on in the show. I don't think it will affect most of us here too close by, but a lot of us travel different places anymore, and so you want to kind of keep these things in mind. All right, let's see here. The chat box is already lit up here. The Kirk mask works. And Michael McKenna had a quarter pounder a week ago, and it was nasty.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Michael. That's not good. I hope you're okay.
I do know that if you go to sandhillsexpress.com, I think Jeremy did post a story. There are 9 cases that have been identified in Nebraska.
Oh, really?
For the Lincoln, Lancaster County, Douglas County, and Sarpy, Cass County. And, yeah, it just goes back to the story that you just read. So.
Oh, man. All right, yeah, be careful out there. All right, the school lunch menus are next. No problems there.
No.
At Sargent today, chicken and rice over vegetable beef with crackers and cheese, fruit cup, dinner roll, and milk.
Sandhill School in Dunning serving beef stew today. Rolls, crackers, and cheese on the menu at Sandhills.
You know, I've been thinking about the little animal show.
Will you please just quit thinking about this? It's not going to happen. I'm not bringing an animal farm to my house.
Well, we'll help you with it. But anyway, don't you like those little ban roosters? They're so cute. They'd be a nice little addition. Arnold Schools today, they're having tater tot casserole.
SEM today, hot ham and cheese at Sumner Eddyville Miller.
Arcadia Schools, breakfast for lunch.
Thetford today, roast beef on the lunch menu at Thetford School.
At Callaway, chicken fajitas.
At Ansley today, loaded hash brown casserole on the, no, that's for breakfast. Sorry, for lunch, pulled pork sandwich at Ansley today on the lunch menu.
Loop City Schools, bacon, chicken, ranch pizza or hamburger pizza.
Broken Bow Middle and High School today, made fresh beef enchilada lasagna, grilled chicken sandwich, fresh baked combo sub, and the grill station combo at Broken Bow today, spicy chicken sandwich basket, and they also have build your own hot dog station today at Broken Bow.
Brent, if you want, I can do a pretty good chicken. If you want to get in the mood for the animal farm, I can do a little chicken for you.
What, like a sound effect?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just ask if you want to hear it. And Salmona Public Schools today, made fresh beef enchilada, lasagna, grilled chicken sandwiches, and fresh baked combo subs.
Gothenburg today, cheeseburger, made fresh pepperoni pizza, fresh baked Italian turkey sub, and nacho snackables. Some of the choices at Gothenburg.
Litchfield, ravioli, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Cozad today, chicken patty, also meatloaf with hot roll, and the sub bar today at Cozad.
The Prairie Pioneer Center today, hamburger stroganoff, casserole, peas, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121 to let them know you're coming if you're not a regular customer. You can also call that same number to set up home delivery, 872-6121. I'll get it. I'll get it. Just you ask me, and I'll bring you a chicken right here in the old studio. Kind of get you in the mood for the show.
Yeah, well, don't hold your breath.
No, I won't. I'm
I
so excited I can't hold my breath.
I won't be asking. I won't be asking you to do it.
I have a question for you.
Oh, great.
Another one.
Wonderful.
What's for Wednesday?
Oh, what? I've no idea. I want to know, though. Chapin's Furniture in Square One. What's going on? What's for Wednesday?
South side of the square. Lola has so many amazing fall fashions that you need to stop in and see. Once again, today, when you buy one fall item, you'll get 25% off. That's today only, Rent. And one day, 25% off one fall item at Square One Boutique. If you missed last week, you have a second chance and be thinking of those one-box parties.
Yeah, boy, that's coming up.
Dress up a little bit for those and go snag something new to wear for the one box or just because. Also, Chapin's Furniture is ready for fall with all kinds of fall decor, florals, steams, pillows, wall hangings, and more. And you'll receive 25% off the fall decor today as well. That's what's going on. That's what's happening at Chapin's on What's for Wednesday.
All right. Hey, do you know a school-age kiddo that has a passion for theater? Well, the Custer County Children's Theater is hosting auditions for this year's Hercules play. Auditions will be on Monday, October 28th, and they will start at 4 o'clock. This will be at the Old Berean Church, located at 624 South H Street in Broken Bow. Practices will start Monday following auditions and through Wednesday from 4 to 8:30, and then on Friday 4 to 8:30. The performance will be on Saturday, November 2nd, with shows at 1 and 3:30 in the afternoon at the Old Berean Church at 624 South H Street. So if your child would like to participate and try out, auditions will be on Monday, October 28th, starting at 4 at the Old Berean Church at 624 South H Street in Broken Bow.
That's one nice-looking little sweater you have there.
Well, I don't consider it a sweater. It's just a shirt, but thank you.
It looks like a sweater.
Oh.
But, you know.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's real nice.
Well,
it
thanks.
looks really good on you.
Thanks, Dave.
You want to play the game?
I'd love to. Yes, here we go. Oh, my goodness, it's Apple Pie Month. So we're going to check out how well you know this American classic dessert and its history. How did early American settlers primarily use apples? Okay, so the early settlers, how did they primarily use apples? A, making cider. B, eating them raw. C, baking in a pie. Or D, they used them as decorations. Now we're talking about the early American settlers. How did they primarily use apples? Making cider, eating raw, baking in a pie, or as decorations? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
It's Runs a Day.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
Check out Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger and Runza Sandwich. Whew, that's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast.
Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger and Runza Sandwich. Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger and Runza Sandwich.
No, I didn't actually...
Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger and Runza
Try
Sandwich.
Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger and Runza Sandwich with barbecue sauce, jalapenos, bacon, pepper jack cheese, and crispy onion strips. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day at your Broken Bow Runza.
Now, I'm confused, too. We haven't got a call on this yet.
Yeah.
Seems to me like they would, you know, since they were hungry, it would be more of a food source. Let's ask the question again and give folks a little more time to call us, because I think first thing you'd think is, hey, they're gonna eat the apples. Right?
Okay. Well, yeah, that's not the answer.
Okay.
So I'll take that one out.
All right.
Okay. So how did early American settlers primarily use apples? We'll narrow it down to 3 choices.
Okay.
Making cider, baking in a pie, or as decorations. Those are your choices.
All right.
Okay.
872-2801.
Hi, this is Andrew Mason with Pearson Physical Therapy, where we believe you should always receive the personalized attention you deserve. We use a collaborative approach to work together so we can help you achieve your goals. From post-surgical rehab and sprains and strains to back pain, arthritis, sports injuries, and everything in between. Come talk to us at Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow, 872-5800, or visit our website, pearsonpt.com.
It's time for Sunday Fun Day at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. Bring your best potted chili and compete in the chili cook-off starting at noon. Strategize. There will be prizes for both the very best overall and the hottest chili. Results will be announced at 6. Make sure you're there for the afternoon show. Local favorite BJ Jameson is back to perform. Even if you want to keep your chili recipe a secret and not compete, head to Shotgun Annie's in Callaway to eat and enjoy time with great friends and awesome music this Sunday.
Farmers National Company invites you to an open house Saturday, October 26th from 1 to 3 p.m. This property will sell at a land auction November 15th, located at 41972 Highway 40, Callaway, Nebraska, or 4.5 miles west of Callaway on Highway 40. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an unattached, oversized 2-car garage. Don't miss this open house Saturday from 1 to 3. Contact Jim Everly at Farmers National at 308-870-1785. For more information and to register to bid, go to farmersnational.com.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
And we have Peg on the line. Good morning, Peg. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
I'm curious, Peg, and I don't want to get into your personal life. You know I would never do that. What did you have breakfast yet this morning?
I actually had a cereal bar and coffee.
Cereal bar? That's very healthy.
I know.
Way to go, Peg. Let's see if we can get a Runza, the big pig for you here, if you can answer correctly.
Okay, Peg, how did early American settlers primarily use apples? Making cider, baking in a pie, or as decorations?
Well, I'm going to say making cider.
You got it. That is exactly it. Making cider. And because you've answered correctly, we do have a certificate that's going to get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza. So come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Peg. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, you bet. And Danny dropped a line in, and he guessed cider as well.
Yeah.
So Mike Evans is here. Mike, how you doing?
Doing good, Dave. How are you?
Good. How's things at Evans Feed?
Pretty active this morning, it appeared.
Pretty busy, huh?
Yeah, I slipped in there to just open up the office and this and that, and yeah, there was people rolling already, so yeah, up and at 'em.
Pretty busy time of year generally, this in late October?
Generally, yeah, it's pretty busy. It's a lot of weaning going on. There's still a lot of creep feeders out in the pastures, so we're trying to keep those full, and then you got guys going to stocks with cows, so we got bicarb going out, sodium bicarb for when they're getting used to the transition to a corn diet, and a lot of lick tubs for dry grass and corn stock. So yeah, the boys are humping.
We're moving, delivering a lot of it, people coming and picking it up.
You bet. Yeah, it's been pretty steady, and we're happy about that. We actually ran out of weaning pellets for about 4 hours, and it was a long 4 hours, but the truck finally showed up yesterday. So there's a lot of that going on, and you know how I don't like to be out of things.
I know.
And so it was just kept calling people, "Where's the truck? Where's the truck? Where's the truck?" And finally, there was the truck. So we're golden now.
You're good.
Yeah.
Well, and that kind of shows you something right there, folks. If Mike Evans of Evans Feed is, 4-hour delay on a delivery, there's a lot of folks who just wouldn't worry about that. But that really does bother you, doesn't it?
I don't like going into places and they say, "Sorry, we're out." Mm-hmm. And it's always been my motto to try to never have to say that. But every now and then, Saturday a bunch of people decided to wean, and when I left Friday afternoon, everything was good.
Yeah.
Saturday, not so much.
You just had a late rush on it.
Yeah, big rush on it, and it was gone so fresh.
They are very fresh.
Very fresh, yeah. But we're excited to be able to serve the area, and happy to be busy, and thankful to be busy, and we don't like to be out of stuff.
And you like, you like to make your own products to sell, and I think people are really liking that.
Mm-hmm. The chicken feed and the bird feed, and those are two things. We also make a calf starting ration that getting calves on feed called Miller Special. We've talked about before, named after our old buddy Brett Miller a long time ago, and it just fit well because a miller, is kind of like a elevator man and a milling man, so we just called it Miller Special. It's been around 20 years, and basically me and Brett one day just sat down and said, hey, let's make a really good calf starter feed, and we just took all the best products we had and put them together and blended them with molasses and fat, and it's just a really nice looking. Calves eat it quick, and so you wouldn't think you'd be selling a lot of that this time of year, but there's a lot of fall herds around here now too. So we sell milk replacer and calf starter year round.
Yeah, and that's something that you've had to adjust to because it used to be much more seasonal. Calving was kind of everybody's deal. I don't know. There were some that would calve in January. That'd be, I guess, early. And then March and April, but now they stagger it all the way around the year, don't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of people have two herds now.
Yeah,
spring and a fall calving herd. So yeah, it gives them a little more diversification in their operation, and I think everybody knows diversity is a good thing, and I think the farmers and ranchers out there have surely realized that a few years ago. So
yeah, there seems like they're all leaning that way. And you mentioned going out onto the stocks, and we've talked about how you need to be careful with that transition. I think all the guys and gals out there pretty well know that. But what you're saying is we've got the products you need to make that transition. You
bet. We have we put bicarb in the salt and the mineral ore and or in the water for the first 5, 6, 7 days that they're out there. Depends on how much corn, how many ears of corn dropped. This year I doubt there's going to be a whole lot of it, but there was some windy days, and sometimes that starts rattling the ears off. But the weather's been very conducive to a good harvest, and the guys and gals rolled through harvest really quickly, and so there's probably not a lot of corn on the ground. But sometimes you have places where, like Junior didn't hit the auger wagon in the right spot or something or they're unloading into the truck, and there's a pile of corn, and those cows that have ate corn before, they know how to find it. So
I'm sure
they walk the fields looking for the corn. So it's usually your most experienced cows that end up 4 legs up if they find that pile of corn.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
And there might be some fields out there that had some hail, some damage out there, and then we had those winds that might have, some of the stalks might have went down, unfortunately.
Yep.
But generally, it was all pretty good, and the harvest really, I think it's really winding down for the most part. So.
I agree. Some of the if there is some hailed areas, and that most of the hail around here happened early enough that it was replanted into something else. Yeah. But if you have some areas where there was some dry land that got hailed, or even doesn't have to be dry land, but anything that got hailed, you sure want to get a nitrate test on it and make sure those stalks are safe before you turn the cows on there. Because I've literally seen 20,000 parts per million on nitrates on hailed stalks a few years ago. So they can get really hot.
Yeah,
it doesn't take very many bites for 20,000 to drop them. So
and when it's dry, if it is dry land, that enhances that too. I think so.
And for some reason, cows always find the high nitrate. They like the nitrate taste or something because they always go right to it. So there's probably not a lot of it out there, but if there is, you want to be cautious.
All right. And stretching things out a little bit, if they don't have those cattle moved, we had it blinked from when the pastures were green to what they look like right now.
Yeah, it really changed a lot, and so there's a lot of tall grass and forage out there that you want them to eat that because you're renting it or paying taxes on it, and that's your food out there. So if you want to enhance that and stretch that out a little bit, if you throw some lick tubs out in the areas where you want them to hang out and eat, it stimulates appetite, and it'll make them go eat that dry product off in different areas. So yeah, we move a lot of tubs this time of year.
And you've also mentioned, rightfully so, that these cows are so important to have them healthy and eating the right things, because they're the factory for the little ones, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're carrying babies right now, and in some cases they're still getting milk, giving milk for a current calf. So yeah, they're carrying a heavy load right now. Yeah. And so you want to keep them in shape, and I guess if you want to feed range cubes or throw out some Vitalix tubs or however you want to do it, everybody's got their own way of taking care of them. But we also have minerals that work good with the dry stocks that have rumensin in them and stuff. So there's different types of mineral for different times of the year. And right now our mineral sale is going on until the end of this month, so it's not very much longer, and it's $80 a ton off. So wow. If you're going to need some minerals in the next 3 months, you might as well buy them now and get the savings.
Range cubes you mentioned. I'd imagine that some of those are being purchased now to kind of feed them, so that when they do move them, if they need to enhance them somewhere, they can lure them with those.
Yeah, they're good cowboy cubes. It's a good way to move them if you're out by yourself, if you want to be able to shake a sack and get the cows to follow you. Or, a lot of guys have cakers now, so they can the cows know when you have the caker on, and they'll follow you.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. So yeah, we have the bulk cubes down there in Broken Bow here at our down there by the old Bates building, and we bag our own cubes now because we felt like they were just getting too pricey to buy already bagged. So we figured out a way to bag them ourselves. So we're bagging our own cubes and our own mini cubes. And we've always bagged our own distiller's pellets, which we move an awful lot of. So we can save people a lot of money by bagging them ourselves. Same way with our chicken feeds and alfalfa pellets and cracked corn, all the rest of them. We bag a lot of products, and we do it ourselves because we can just do it so much for so much less money than what we're getting billed by having it brought in that way. So.
Just for the sack and the logo on it, I guess.
Yeah, they get
crazy.
Well, the labor costs too are higher, and transportation costs. So, if we can do it right in house, then we eliminate a lot of that.
And you do that for your customers.
You betcha.
Because it would be easier just to have it on a pallet.
It would be much easier to have it on a pallet, especially with the labor situation the way it is, trying to find people. But we have a really good crew right now, and we've added to it a little bit with a couple guys, and it's really made things a lot better in the retail part and the elevator part. So we're happy about that, and it just makes us be able to serve the customer a lot better.
All right, Evans Feed. Question for you. And did you get everything you wanted to?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know if you've heard about this, but kind of thinking about a little small animal display, if you will, or a little animal farm at the end of Brent's place on the west side. Got a limited amount of room. Jeremy Shipe can weld and create a corral.
Okay.
And then we can make like a chicken coop. So, I hate to ask you this because I know you do a lot of advertising with a lot of different people, including us, which we appreciate, and sponsorships of things. Would you be interested as Evans Feed to be a part of the promotion on this small animal show?
I would love to. I can't think of any better way to promote our business than to have a sign on Brent's cage that says, "These chickens are fed by Evans Feed."
I can visualize that too, Mike, with your sign there. The kids coming over from the preschool right there, and the smiles that it'll put on their face, and they'll learn about the animals. And it's a petting zoo of sorts.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Now, I noticed you want it on the west side, not on the east side. Why is that?
Well, because he has Brent, I've mowed his yard, so I know his layout. And there's a little space there on the west end of the house between the kids' school and the alley. There's an alley that runs through there. And
I thought maybe you were trying to keep your side of the street more quiet.
Well, they'll be a little noisy, but no, I sure wouldn't bother me. But it's just because the school, the kids' daycare is right to the west of.
So it's not self-serving. It's
no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Have you ever heard Dave do anything self-serving?
I think that'd be a great idea.
Okay. Thanks.
So we'll be happy to sponsor.
Perfect.
Gee, thanks, Mike.
You bet, Brent.
Speaking of the small animals, before we close, you got all that covered too, right?
You bet, yeah.
Chickens and rabbits. And
we got the full gamut. Dogs, horses, goats, sheep, pigs. We surprisingly make a lot of pig feed. So they're coming from a long ways away, but there are some pigs out there.
Oh, that's kind of amazing, really.
It is, yeah.
All right, Mike, thanks a lot for coming in. We'll talk to you about that sponsorship a little later on when we kind of get things together. And as you kind of brought it forward, a nice little pig would be. Oh, the kids would love to see a pig there.
Yeah, they love rooting up grubs in your yard too, so that you could get rid of your grubs as well.
Yeah, so that would be self-serving if you got the pigs in there and they get the bugs out of your yard, Brent?
He's speechless.
Are you there, Brent?
I'm giving up, man. I've hit the point of giving up.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Evans Feed open 5.5 days a week here in Broken Bow, 5 days a week in Oconto. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Former President Donald Trump's former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly tells the New York Times if Mr. Trump wins the election, he'll rule like a dictator. CBS's Nicole Killian.
A Trump campaign spokesperson dismissed the interview and told the Times Kelly had beclowned himself.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says there's evidence North Korea has sent soldiers across the border to train to join the war in Ukraine.
As we continue to look at this, there is evidence that there are DPRK troops in Russia.
LeBron James plays gloating dad after he and his son Bronny become the first father-son duo to share the NBA court.
And obviously that moment, us being at the scorer's table together and checking in together, something I will never forget, no matter how old I get, no matter how my memory may fade as I get older or whatever, I will never forget that moment.
Lakers beat the Timberwolves 110-103. Bronny finished scoreless in 3 minutes and sat out the second half. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Here's a look at state news. Nebraska DHHS stated via a press release that a multi-state outbreak of E. coli includes 9 cases here in Nebraska. The CDC has reported an outbreak of 49 cases of Shiga toxin-producing E. coli, or STEC, in 10 states. Currently, 9 cases have been identified in Lincoln, Lancaster County, Douglas County, and Sarpy-Cass County. Initial investigations have potentially linked the outbreak to McDonald's Quarter Pounders. The CDC is not advising against eating McDonald's food. Potentially contaminated items have been removed from the menu in affected states. After being exposed to STEC, symptoms usually occur after 3 to 4 days, but could take as little as 1 day to occur. If you become ill with a fever higher than 102 degrees after eating a McDonald's, contact your primary care provider immediately. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for KCNI and KBBN Radio.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Eddie Garcia.
Some breaking news from the NFL this morning where the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs are finalizing a trade to acquire veteran wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins from the Tennessee Titans for a conditional 4th-round pick. Hopkins was a 3-time first-team All-Pro from 2017 through 2019. With the Houston Texans, he's had over 100 receptions in a season 4 different times. NBA 2-season opening games. Celtics cruised to a 132-109 win over the Knicks. The defending champs hit an NBA record tying 29 three-pointers in the win. Jason Tatum led him with 37 points and 10 assists. Lakers over the Timberwolves 110-103. Anthony Davis led LA with 35 points and 16 rebounds. LeBron James added 16 points, and his son Bronny James, no points in 3 minutes, but they become the first father-son duo to ever play in an NBA game together. Sad news from baseball. Legendary Dodgers pitcher Fernando Valenzuela passed away at the age of 63. He was a Rookie of the Year, Cy Young Award winner, and World Series champ in 1981.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 64. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, 43. Daytime highs approaching 74. Tomorrow, mainly sunny. Dry Friday and Saturday under mainly sunny skies with highs in the low 60s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Currently 32 degrees under a mostly clear sky. Winds are light and variable. Barometric pressure up 1 point at 30.27. Humidity at 91%. High temperature yesterday was 73 with an overnight low of 34. That was at 7 o'clock this morning, but we've dropped a little bit more now after 7. And here at 8 o'clock at 32 degrees. Sunset today at 6:46. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:01. 0.10 precipitation measured so far as we look towards the end of the month of October. Brent.
Dave.
While we're stopped here for a moment.
Yes.
I'd like to, and if you don't mind, I know you would like to do some more planning on the animal display at your house. We're going to have to break away from that for a moment.
Oh, boy, that's just a shame.
I know that you wanted to promote it throughout the show, but we have other things going on, Brent.
Yes, thank you.
And part of that is all the sports that's going on, and there's all sorts of playoff activities going on this week that people are going to be pretty excited about.
The Class D1 and D2 state football playoffs begin tomorrow. We're going to be in Arnold for you tomorrow. We're going to do South Loop and Perkins County. Opening round game in Class D1. Both teams 6-2 after the regular season. They met earlier in the year against one another. Perkins County won that game. So should be a great opening round matchup, and that's where we'll be for you on Thursday night. You'll be able to hear the game live on KBBN 95.3 FM and on the web at kbbn.com. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. You can hear it live on KBBN FM. Several other area teams competing in the playoffs tomorrow as well, so best of luck to all of our area teams. And then on Friday, it's a real big day for us. We're going to have coverage of Broken Bow volleyball throughout the day on KCNI Radio, 1280 AM and 96.3 FM, as Broken Bow plays in the Southwest Conference Volleyball Tournament. Broken Bow will host the tournament. Matches will be played at the high school gym and at the activities building. Broken Bow will open play at 11 o'clock on Friday morning at the high school gym. They'll take on Gothenburg in the opening round. Should be a great match. And we'll have that for you on KCNI Radio and then follow Broken Bow through the remainder of the tournament. All of those matches Friday on KCNI. And then on Saturday, Jeremy Shipe's going to go to Kearney for us. We do live reports, live updates, live coverage of the State Cross Country Championships, which will take place on Friday at Kearney Country Club. We'll be focusing on classes C and D, which is where our area competitors will be competing in. So the first race that we'll kind of watch for won't happen until about 2:30 in the afternoon. So those reports will come your way mid-afternoon and through the latter part of the afternoon, and you can listen to them on KBBN 95.3 FM as we keep you updated on the happenings of our area athletes competing at State Cross Country. And then on Friday night, we'll have Broken Bow football. We do want to emphasize the Broken Bow football game on Friday night will be broadcast on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com as they take on Gothenburg. Kickoff for the game will be 7 o'clock on Friday.
All right. Boy, that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Big week. Also want to remind you that today there's a ribbon cutting. We talked about it yesterday on the breakfast show with Lloyd and Taylor. Christian School joining the Broken Bow Chamber and having a ribbon cutting at 10 o'clock this morning at the Christian School, formerly the Custer Elementary School up by the original Berean Church there. And they'd love to have you stop by at 10 o'clock or a little before. And they'll take you around and show you what they've done as well. They mentioned maybe some tours if people would like to see a little more of the school. So that's all taking place today at 10 o'clock. And also want you to know there's a blood drive today in Dunning from noon until 5:30 at the school at Dunning. Noon until 5:30, a blood drive. Also today, it's Dwight Yoakam's birthday today.
All right.
68, country singer who's recorded over 20 albums, charted 30 singles, and he's been in a few movies, done some acting as well.
A surprisingly good actor.
He is.
Oh, he has played some characters, man. Whew.
Yes, some kind of criminals and
yes.
good guys and bad guys.
And he's good. Yeah. What I've seen him in anyway, he's a very talented actor.
I would agree. He's 68 years old today. Happy birthday to Dwight Yoakam. If you're having a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC. Gear up now for the Ag Land ATV surplus auction closing November 1st by Adam Marshall Land and Auction. Bid now on 62 Polaris Rangers and ATVs. We have a great variety of units ranging from 2023 to 2016. There's North Star editions, crew cabs, trail bosses, snowplow units, and more. Find the right unit for you on this November 1st no reserve auction for Ag Land ATV. Come check them out in person at our auction yard near Kearney. There's no reserves and no buyer fees. Bid now at marshallbid.com.
Take a listen to the list of projects that MC Fencing can help you with. Fencing, including builds, removals, and repairs, plus cedar tree cutting, including those hard-to-get spots like side hills. MC Fencing uses professional-grade equipment, which means you receive the most efficient and cleanest job possible. The journey toward their fair and competitive pricing begins with a free estimate. Openings are available now, so call Martin Castro at 308-870-6227. MC Fencing, serving Custer County and the surrounding area.
Medicare annual enrollment is going on now through December 7th. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. I invite you to call or stop in at our offices in Broken Bow or Callaway and make an appointment to review your Medicare coverage for 2025. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 4 organizations which offer 22 products in your area. Please contact Medicaid.gov 1-800-MEDICARE or your local state health insurance program to get information on all of your options.
Brent and Dave with you here on this Wednesday, halfway through the week. We did have a little chatter in our chat box here for the breakfast show. We mentioned earlier the Danny Fisher guest cider, and he was correct. And then Michael, who was, I think this is the same person, chatting with us earlier about the McDonald's situation, got a message out to Danny Fisher saying, my son Bodie, 5 years old, wants me to tell you that your giant Frankenstein is super cool.
Oh, yeah. And Halloween decorations.
Yeah. And the Fishers, Christmas and Halloween at their place right on the highway here is always fantastic. So I'm sure Danny likes that a 5-year-old notices that he's got a big old Frankenstein there. Also, Steve Hornickel says, thanks, Brent, for your volleyball coverage last night. Really enjoyed it. So thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate that. Other birthdays today that we didn't mention. Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes. Love Weird Al. I saw him in concert. Do you know that?
No.
I saw he was at the Hall County Fair in Grand Island performing at Fonner Park when I was back in the 80s. I was in high school. No, I'm younger than that. Maybe in junior high. I can't remember. But, yeah, went and saw Weird Al in concert when he was really popular, you know.
Yeah. That was his peak time.
Yes. Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Now, that's one of the artists that you really, really like, or you just don't like it at all.
Yes.
You know.
Correct. Yeah.
But you liked it.
I loved it, yeah.
He actually did a number of songs that were hits that he converted to his
parodies.
comedy.
Yeah, parody songs.
Yeah. We might see if we can dig up one of those yet before it's over and make my wife go crazy.
There you go. Oh man, it's hard to pick one. Eat It is a classic.
Yeah. Let's see. They had a suggestion here.
Girls Just Want to Have Lunch is pretty good.
Girls Just Want to Have Lunch. Oh, my goodness. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back. We have some other things we want to tell you about.
This is April Good, proud to be with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. We guarantee you the very best exposure in marketing your property, averaging over 40,000 visitors per month to our website. This market is hot, but if you want a premium for your farm, ranch, or recreational land, you need your property to be able to be found by investors and buyers. If you are thinking about selling, call me, April Good, for a free market analysis and check us out at lashleyland.com.
As the calves are being weaned, that means it's time to start fixing up those corrals to bring the cows home. Moline Seed and Fence has posts, pipe, continuous fencing, gates, and all your watering needs in stock and ready to go. As you start planning your fall fencing projects, remember to call your Central Nebraska headquarters for all your fencing supplies. That's Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, 308-529-0781, or online at molineseedandfence.com.
Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow is hosting several flu shot clinics in the upcoming weeks. No appointment is necessary. Bring your insurance card if you have one. Clinics are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on each day. Stop by Varney Pharmacy Friday for the next flu shot clinic. They hope to see you there. The next clinic after that is scheduled for next Tuesday, the 29th. Flu shot clinics at Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow, helping to keep everyone healthy.
At Echo Financial in Arnold, they believe that sometimes all you need is someone to help show you the way. It is certainly true with finances and insurance. Whether you're starting in your career or are preparing for the retirement of your dreams, Echo is there to listen, understand, and help guide your financial journey. She invites your questions and offers complimentary consultations for your retirement and legacy planning. Echo Financial offers asset management and financial planning with a heartbeat. Visit echofinancialllc.com or call 308-848-2244 to book your appointment today. Advisory services are offered through Echo Financial LLC, a registered investment advisor in the state of Nebraska. Insurance products and services are offered through Echo Financial and Echo Pelster Insurance LLC affiliated companies.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
Now it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
8:21. We've been looking forward to this visitor for a while now. Ollie's Coffee House and the shop and boutique here. Beth Otten is here. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, you always bring things with you and spoil us. What did you bring in today?
Well, I thought I would do our house blend today. So this is the blend that we have every day. It's called the Big Red Blend is what our roaster calls it. But it's like our house coffee. So it's not really flavored, but it's really like a full, nice, full-bodied flavor. I thought maybe you guys might like it. So
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious. Yeah. Beth, let's back up a little bit here now and talk about Ollie's Coffee House, because I know we've had you on the air before when you were in Sargent yet. Mm-hmm. And then it was quite a while that you worked on getting things happening with Ollie's Coffee House. Can you tell that story for us?
Yeah. So there was an opportunity for us to there was a buyer for our building in Sargent, and they were interested, and we had been honestly thinking about for a while, maybe kind of looking at Broken Bow area, something with some more traffic, of course, and there was just kind of this opportunity where they were wanting to purchase it, so we thought, okay, like we're just going to kind of go out on faith here and just kind of see what might work out. And we had heard that Prairie Grounds was available, and so we kind of pursued that, and there was kind of a little bit of in-between time from when our building sold in Sargent, and then when the building, when we finally ended up buying the Prairie Grounds building. But, and honestly, like now looking back, I can see we had, that break in time, but it really gave me a chance to kind of stop and refocus and like kind of prepare a little bit. Like I can see that now looking back, because Sargent's amazing, and we just absolutely loved being in Sargent. It's just moving to Broken Bow, it's a whole nother world. I mean, you wouldn't think, but especially where our location right on the highway. Yeah. So it really helped us kind of prepare, like, okay, like, we need to kind of think ahead a little bit. Like this traffic is going to be much more, thinking about, what kind of things should we offer in Broken Bow versus what we had in Sargent. So yeah, it was about almost a year that we kind of had a little bit of downtime in between. And in that time, we kind of built like our website up and just kind of worked on some things like that we hadn't really gotten around to. So
yeah, because you get busy and you can't take care of everything. So it kind of give you a little planning, breath of fresh air, and the difference, I think one of the big differences you mentioned would be being on Highway 2, because you just seem like you guys are really, really busy.
Yeah.
Drive by there all the time. Everybody does because that's the location you have. You're going to drive by there.
Yeah.
And it seems like you've always got somebody at the drive-through or people walking in. Has that been kind of exciting?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's been a thrill. Like, truthfully, sometimes I'll kind of stop and think, I don't think we had a point in our day where there was nobody here. Like, it's just always constant. And and the girls at work and our baristas, like, talk about it a lot. Like, we get to know so many people, and that is probably one of my favorite parts, is just getting to know, like, we have a lot of regulars. But yeah, it is. You're right. Like, it's just going and going and going, and we love it, and it's awesome. It seems like it's picking up more and more, which is also really exciting, and that's an honor too. So.
Yeah, because you're busy with the coffees and all of the things there, and then you seem to be busy in the store with other things also. I mean, you offer clothing and different things. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. So we still offer women's clothing. We no longer carry men's clothing, but we do have women's clothing from small up until 3XL. So we have like a nice range of sizes, and we have shoes and accessories, jewelry, all of that kind of stuff too. A little bit of home decorations. And we find a lot of people, we have a couple little areas where we have like some couch, some seating areas where people can come in, and we have we just added our little free library. So people in the community donated. Oh my goodness. I put one post up on Facebook, and I think everybody down brought me books. It was awesome. So we have these 2 big shelves full of books, and it's free. Anybody can come in and borrow a book. If they have one they want to like replace, that's always encouraged. But otherwise, you can just come and grab a book and return it when you're ready. There's no charge at all. So we've got that. There's just a lot of like opportunities for people to come inside. We have food now, so we offer a decent amount of sandwiches. We're just getting ready to launch our soup. So we have a lot of stuff going on inside too. So, and bakery items, of course.
Excuse me. I know Brent will have some questions. My last question would be, with the foods and so forth, is that something you can pick up through the drive-through, or do you need to come in for the foods?
Nope, you can totally go through the drive-through. Yeah, a lot of times, because the nature of our food, we make everything right to order. We don't like make it up ahead of time, all of that. So it does take just a few minutes. So a lot of times what people will do is they'll call ahead of time or text, and they can sure do that. And then you can, a lot of times people like to come through the drive-thru and just grab it and go if they're on their way to work or whatnot. But it's definitely not required. If you just happen to drive through and, drive by and think I want to stop and get a sandwich, you can totally do that. We're, totally open to that.
Right. Brett?
Your drink menu. Talk about that a little bit. Hot, cold, blended. You got everything.
We got it all.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got it all. So we have, like our full espresso. So of course, like the lattes, mochas, all of those things that you would find, at a big chain coffee shop. But one thing that we love about our small little coffee shop is we make everything to order. So if somebody comes in and says, hey, I want this, but can I add this? And, can you make it this way and this way? And we almost like love it when people do that because it's kind of a fun challenge. So, but we do, so we have a really big menu. We have fruit smoothies, teas, all of that. And actually we have, starting tomorrow, we're launching our Halloween drinks. So we've kind of got some fun. I brought it with because I'm like, there's so many of them. I knew I would forget something, but we've got some fun drinks that we try to cater to everybody's, because I know not everybody likes coffee, and that's, totally fine, or not everybody likes, the typical latte and all of that. So we have that. And then we're also, on Thursday, we're going to launch our new soups. So we're going to do homemade soups every day. And then we're going to have a couple new sandwiches that we're going to launch on Thursday, in addition to all the other ones we have. So you can, if they have favorites, because we have some that, they have favorites on our list. So we're going to keep all of those. We're just going to add on. So
that's exciting.
Yeah.
My goodness. Like you need to be more busy.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I know. The girls at work, they're all like, really more, but we all love it. Like, it's so fun. We just have a huge menu, and we really enjoy it because it gives us an opportunity to serve really everybody, that they come in, we can find something that they'll love. So one thing, I was going to mention this too when I was talking about our drink menus. Something that we're going to also try starting this week is our flights. So a lot of people probably have heard of them, like at breweries and things, where they'll kind of bring out like a serving board kind of thing with different smaller sized drinks. So we're going to do that. We're just kind of adapting it to our coffee shop, so people will have an opportunity to come in and try any 4 of our new drinks. And they can honestly pick anything. They don't have to just choose. But we thought it would be a fun opportunity for people to try out like different ones of our new drinks, so they can pick 4 of those. And it's a smaller, about 12-ounce size, and they'll get 4 of those, and it's just $20. So they'll get all of those for $20. So we'll do that on Thursday too.
Nice. Now, can you go through some of your Halloween drinks? Okay, what do you got? Because I'm looking at the sheet, and I'm looking at the names of these, and they're really cool.
Yeah, so we have, first of all, zombie brains, and this is one that I was actually excited to tell you about because I think you might know one of our baristas that came up with this one. A certain young man.
Sounds like something that person might come up with.
Yes, it was really fun. He and my daughter Natalie, they work together and they're good friends, and they came up with this zombie brains, which is if you're familiar with matcha, it's a type of green tea, and it's kind of got like a lighter green color. So that one is that zombie brains is with matcha, and it has cupcake mixed in it, so it's sweet. It's really, really yummy. And then they topped it with raspberry cold foam. So and then we've got these little candy eyes that they put on it, so it looks definitely like a Halloween drink. And then we have Count Chocula, which is just a blended mocha with toasted marshmallow. And then we have the cereal, of course, the Count Chocula, that we put some of that on there just for decoration, really. And then we have the Great Pumpkin, which is a pumpkin spice latte with pumpkin cold foam. So we have a lot of people that love the pumpkin. So we thought we'd add that in. Then we have a salted caramel cinnamon roll latte, which is, well, just like it sounds, the salted caramel, cinnamon, and it's got cupcake flavor, and then it's topped with whipped cream and sprinkled with cinnamon. Wednesday Addams is mocha, just topped with extra cold foam. So instead of, we usually do just maybe like a 1/2 inch amount of cold foam on top, but with the Wednesday Addams ones, we add like a good 1.5 inches of cold foam. And the idea in that is the cold foam eventually will kind of streak down into the mocha, so it looks like it's kind of got some little, like, I don't know, spooky little stripes in it. It's kind of fun. And then there's Hocus Pocus, which if I had to guess, I think this one might be one of our favorites. When we were trying them out, this is the one that I personally love the best. It's a maple and vanilla cold brew. So we just mix maple syrup with vanilla and then into our cold brew, which is just like cold coffee basically. And then we top that with cold foam that is made with maple and vanilla also. Then we color it orange, so it kind of has like this spooky, like black and then orange on top. And then the last one we did was Fear Street, and that one is just a mango smoothie and a triple berry smoothie, and then we kind of swirl them together, so it kind of gives this like kind of a dark orange, or not, sorry, orange, dark purpley red color mixed with the orange in the mango, and then of course we top it with whipped cream. So that's our Halloween lineup.
And those hit Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Right?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep,
all right.
they do. They hit tomorrow. So yeah, and we have the flights hitting tomorrow and our new food menu. And I should just throw a little plug in there for Debbie D. So Debbie Fisher, she's doing a pop-up shop at Ollie's tomorrow too.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have that. She'll have some delicious bakery items there for sale, and her things sell really fast. So I've been encouraging people to come in. She starts at 9 tomorrow morning, so come in at 9 and get some delicious cinnamon rolls. She just has all sorts of stuff. So
wow,
thanks. Yeah.
that's a lot. Now I like the idea of, you call them flights.
Yeah.
Because you just described several drinks just for Halloween, and you have all kinds of choices of hot coffees, cold coffees, and all of those sorts of things. That's a great idea, because I don't know, I don't want to include Brent if he doesn't want to be included, but we've talked before that, like, we find something that we enjoy, and when we go into a whatever restaurant or a coffee shop, we go, I'll have that, because that way I don't know if I'll like anything else, and this works fine. This way you can check it out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right. Yep. Maybe order something you normally wouldn't, because I'm kind of that way too. I get to where I have my favorites, But yeah, and it's also really fun, like, if you have, like, maybe meeting a friend or maybe, like, a family member or whatever coming in, like, hey, do you want to split one of these flights with me? And then you can, each get a couple, or, we can split them into separate little cups too. So super flexible with that. Okay,
good. Well, I know that my grandson, Oliver, really enjoys working there.
Oh.
And he comments, it's busy. Yeah, you guys are busy, and that makes the day fly by. What are your hours?
Yeah, so Monday through Friday we're open at 7 a.m. and we close at 6 p.m. And then Saturdays from 8 to 5. And then we're closed Sundays.
Beth, you've really expanded the hours to make it convenient for people. And does that include food as well?
It does, yep. So our food menu, everything is all day. And we have, like, that's a good point. A lot of people don't realize we have, for breakfast, we have, like, bacon, egg, and cheese bagels, a sausage waffle, ham and Swiss croissant, and we have some homemade egg bites, too, that we offer. And people can get those all day. We have, we can make any of those sandwiches or breakfast items all day. So, yeah.
Well, that's handy for breakfast or any time. Yeah. Some people like to eat breakfast all day, like you say.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about, I've noticed that you'll have a food stand or trailer there occasionally that parks there, I guess, off hours or during hours?
Yeah, yep. So they are good friends of ours from Sargent. It's the Solis Taqueria, and they have a Mexican food truck that's amazing. And so they like to come to Broken Bow on Sundays. So it works out good. We're closed on Sundays, and so it's an awesome location for them. They just pull right in on our front pavement there, and so they'll open up on Sundays here in Broken Bow. Yeah, they do really well. If you haven't had a chance to try them yet, it is so good.
Nice option on a Sunday, Brent.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I think people will be surprised on the food line side what you offer 6 days a week. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Along with all the good drinks.
Yes.
Exactly. I've got to ask you one more question.
Yeah.
You brought it's a cardboard container.
Yeah.
But I assume it's got coffee in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
I should pour you
please do. Yes. But is this something people can, like, order coffee and you can package it up for them and they can take it out to, say, the crew's working in the field or whatever, and pour them a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. So this guy here holds about a pot and a half of coffee. Yep. And so people and a lot of times they'll for office meetings or anything. Yeah. Absolutely. We, honestly, we can do about anything. If you have if anyone has like a a meeting, or I love that idea, taking it out to the crews in the field or whatever. But yeah, they can come in, and a lot of times people will ask for like a tray of cinnamon rolls or, some muffins, and we can totally do that too. We've packed it up and we can take them to people. We do deliver within Broken Bow. That's another thing that we do. Fridays we do free delivery, and throughout the week we say we can, if we're able, if we have the staff, and if we're not swamped, so people can call or text. My phone number is on our socials. It's on all of there, so you can call or text. And we get people that are like, hey, it's my wife's birthday, can you run over a frappe to her? And if we're able to, we are super happy to do that. So
or call and say, it's my wife's birthday, I would like to swing through around 10 a.m. Can I pick it up?
Yeah. For sure. Yep. Yeah. That would be awesome. Yeah. Do you want me to show you how this works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be really honest with you. I saw you were coming in, and so I'm like, I'm not going to get a second cup of coffee until Beth comes in, because I'm guessing she's bringing coffee.
Yes.
So.
For sure.
All right. No. Now this is like your house blend. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it sure is. This is our house blend. It's called Big Red Brew. Yep. And this is
Boy, that stays really good and hot in there too. By the way.
That's pretty darn good.
Oh, that's good.
Do you like that?
I do. Yeah.
It's a really good blend of. It's not super, like, I don't feel like it's super bold, like woo, that like hits ya, but it's also like enough, you know what I mean? Like it's bold, but yet it isn't like overpowering. That's probably the what I was looking at.
Yeah.
It you described it right. It doesn't blow you away, but it's got a nice flavor to it.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, that's any time during the day we'll always have that on.
Okay.
So, yep.
6 days a week. Hours again?
Yeah, 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays 8 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Okay. We need to know just a little bit more about the sandwiches.
Oh, sure.
Can you kind of go through that for us?
Do you want me to? Yes. I will love to. So we have hands down, our most popular is our bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. And so it's on like an everything bagel. And we have, just like it says, bacon, egg, and cheese. We just use like fresh ingredients. So we have actual, like we cook or we make the eggs so they're real, fresh eggs, and put that on a bagel, and then we toast it. We also have a sausage waffle sandwich. So we have, our waffles, and then we put sausage, egg, and cheese together, and we drizzle some syrup inside of it too. So it's kind of got like a little bit of a maple flavor. It's really good.
That sounds great.
And then we have a ham and Swiss croissant. So we just, it's pretty just the ham and Swiss, and then we've kind of got a nice flaky croissant that it's toasted on. We have egg bites, which we're really excited about. We just started making those homemade. So those are, they've got spinach, peppers, eggs, bacon, and I think that's, and then we do use like a dairy-free cream. So they are gluten and dairy free. So a lot of times people will come through and they'll ask if we have anything like that. So we do offer that. And then for people like me that love cheese and all of that good stuff, we can put that in with it if they prefer. So those are, so that's the egg bites. And then we have our sandwiches that are offered, they're offered all day, but a lot of times people get them for lunch, is our sourdough super grilled cheese. So we use sourdough bread, and they're usually a pretty decent size. So they're pretty huge. So we actually use we use 5 different cheeses inside. So they're really, that's why we call it a super. So it's really big and it's really, really cheesy. And so we grill that, of course, and then we have a homemade tomato bisque soup that it's served with. So that is served together. We have a chicken salad croissant, and that's served with kettle chips. And then my personal favorite is our turkey bacon avocado melt, and it's on a ciabatta roll, and it's got a special, it's like a sweet Italian dressing that we make, and it's It is amazing. And so we put that on there, and then we've got cheddar cheese stacked with bacon and turkey, and we cut up an avocado and put it on there too. And speaking of avocado, we also have avocado toast. So we use the same sourdough bread for that. And we have an avocado spread we put on it. And then we have our egg that we make, a fresh baked egg, and tomato slices, and another avocado sliced up on top. So it's like about that thick by the time you figure it's a really good sized, that's plenty for a meal in and of itself. And then we kind of sprinkle it with some everything seasoning. So it's kind of got like this fun little crunch to it. And then our new sandwiches that we're going to launch are the pesto mozzarella and egg ciabatta. So it's got pesto and the thick mozzarella, that fresh mozzarella cheese, and then an egg, and then and tomato on that too. And so then our soups, of course, we're gonna start those. I think what we're gonna do is broccoli cheddar tomorrow is what we're gonna offer, and then our last one that we're gonna do is a chicken bacon ranch sandwich. So it's got it's just loaded bacon. It's just got the bacon and some chopped up rotisserie chicken and some ranch and cheese and onion and tomato. So,
man, I'll be honest, I didn't realize the menu was that extensive and had that much variety. That's fantastic.
Oh, I didn't either, and I can't imagine the prep time that you have to make all these things you've described here this morning, because you always have prep time in your business. So
yes,
that's a big job. But boy, the customers have wonderful choices and all pretty healthy. I know the bacon, you have to be somewhat careful with the bacon, but that's a lot of good things to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. We do. Yeah. So we've had a couple nutritionists that have actually come in and complimented us on our fresh. So everything is, we make it, of course, just fresh order, fresh eggs, fresh, produce, avocados, all of that, homemade bread. So it's all really pretty darn good.
No wonder you're busy.
Yeah.
No wonder you're busy. And the hours are so that people can come in different times of the day and enjoy all these, maybe just a cup of coffee to one of those wonderful sandwiches or the sweets you're talking about. Mm-hmm. You got it all covered.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fantastic. And then some Mexican food quite often available on Sundays.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. So something 7 days a week, right?
Yeah, man. Yep. Well, we've enjoyed having you in, Beth. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for the coffee, of course.
Oh, of course.
Breakfast show guys, radio guys are kind of mooches.
Oh.
So we're thinking if Beth
I'll raise my hand. I'm at the top of the list when it comes to that.
We knew that if Beth comes in from Ollie's, we'll probably get a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah.
Because you've always done that when you've come in before, so we really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, all the work this must take. Thank you very much. And when people come through Broken Bow and stop at Ollie's, they're going to remember all the wonderful things you have for them. And then, of course, we encourage everyone in the area to support you locally as well. So.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I love being on the show and visiting. You guys are a lot of fun. So thank you for having me.
Well, our pleasure. Now, Brent.
Yes, Dave.
Usually after we have a guest like this who really works up our appetite and brings us coffee, the sales gals usually go down to that particular business and maybe pick up some sandwiches or something.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
What
Hope they're listening.
Yeah. I don't know. You might see them, Beth. You might not. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, of course.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it. Here's Charlie Crockett on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Way to having the sharpest fence around. 308-215-0148 for HD livestock fencing and cedar cutting.
Are you concerned dry weather could impact your pasture, rangeland, or forage next year? PRF Insurance from Farm Credit Services of America offers protection against the risk of loss due to lack of precipitation in your grid. You choose the time period, coverage level, and number of acres to insure, and we do the rest. Apply by December 1st to easily lock in your PRF insurance.
Visit the Broken Bow location on West Highway 2 or call 872-2461.
This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
It is 8:54. Hello to Juan. Juan says good morning and happy working midweek. Thank you, Juan, very much. Appreciate that note in the chat box this morning. 35 degrees outside under a mostly sunny sky currently. Talk a little bit about movies real quick, if you don't mind. I know you like your movies. And I got to tell you right off the top here, speaking of movies, you can watch movies at home. And the thing about that is sometimes you can get binge watching movies.
Oh, yeah, okay.
At the Fox Theater, you know what the length of the movie is, and they have super best top-notch movies coming across the nation. That's what they get at the Fox. So you know that you're not going to burn up a whole half day because you can't get away from the next series. There is a real advantage to that. You go have some popcorn, have an outing, get out of the house, and go to the movies at the Fox.
There you go. Always fun to go to the movies. And here's what's showing for the next couple of nights, tonight and tomorrow night. The lineup is Monster Summer, rated PG-13. A mysterious force disrupts Noah and his friend Summer. They team up with a retired police detective to embark on a monstrous adventure to save their island. That is still showing for a couple of more nights. Also, the movie White Bird, showing tonight and tomorrow night, rated PG-13. And one of the scary movies out right now for the Halloween season is Smile 2, and it will show for the next couple of nights as well. As we go to Friday into the weekend, some new movies coming to the Fox Theater. Hocus Pocus is coming back for the Halloween. Your favorite witches, Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Namey, will be at the Fox Theater. And it'll be Hocus Pocus, rated PG, just in time to bring it back for the Halloween season. And it will be starting off this Friday, October 25th, running through the weekend into next week. Also, the newest Marvel movie, Venom, is back. Venom, they've got one more Last Dance together. Boy. Yes, it is The Last Dance. Venom, Eddie Brock and Venom come back for one last time. And so check it out. It'll be showing on Friday, run through the weekend and into next week at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. And then Smile 2 that we talked about, it will continue its run and run through the weekend into next week as well. Some of the movies that will be coming soon that they list is the movie Here, which I think is the new Tom Hanks movie. I saw a preview for this.
We did too. It looks really interesting.
It really does look interesting. And I think he reunites with Robin Wright, who he was in Forrest Gump with years ago.
Yes.
So that's coming. Gladiator 2 is coming soon. Also, Red 1, somebody kidnaps Santa Claus in Red 1.
Oh, jeez.
And The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is on the scene to rescue Santa Claus. I can't wait for that to come out. So those are some of the movies that will be coming up in the days and weeks ahead at the Fox Theater. But again, starting to show on Friday and running through the weekend, it'll be Hocus Pocus, Venom: The Last Dance, and Smile 2. That's coming up this weekend into next week at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Don't forget about their delicious free popcorn night sponsored by Nebraska State Bank on Tuesday. Make sure you check out their wonderful website, watchthefox.com. It'll give you all the information you need on show times and everything, and you can get your tickets online as well. So enjoy the movies at the Fox Theater.
And since The Rock is playing soon at the Fox Theater, don't get worried if you see Cynthia Humane at the theater all the time. She might be, waiting for another replay of the movie each and every day. She's a big fan.
Yeah.
Of The Rock. So if you see Cynthia there,
right.
Don't worry about it. She's just following her star. We'll be right back.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Just want to let you know that I love the show.
I love what you guys are doing in the morning. It makes my day so much better.
KCNI KBBN Radio.
The World Wide Web is more than 40 years old. In those 40 years, it has grown while the devices we access it on have shrunk to fit in our pocket. At Nebraska State Bank, we know that brings both opportunity and challenges to our customers. That's why we're here to help. Check out our convenient online and mobile banking options at nesb.bank or visit one of our locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, or Myrna for help getting started. Easy to use and, most importantly, a secure way to manage your money. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Happy October from your friends at RT Ace Hardware. As the weather continues to cool off, head to Ace Hardware to pick up the RV antifreeze you need. Trust them, you don't want to be too late. And with a price of 2 for $7 on 1-gallon jugs, it's even easier to prevent damage to drains and water lines. It's Fire Prevention Month. Go to Ace Hardware and browse their selection of smoke detectors and fire extinguishers. RT Ace Hardware, your locally owned hardware connection in Broken Bow.
Just like technology and all of this talk about AI, the world of construction and home design is always evolving too. At Ansley Lumber and Supply, they are committed to having the very latest in materials as well as the tools you need to tackle the job. Wanting to get in on the barn-dominium craze? Well, Ansley Lumber and Supply has everything from the plans and framing to the windows, insulation, and shingle material you need. If your project is a little smaller than building a new home, they have what you need for those too. Ansley Lumber and Supply. Visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
Every weekend in October, acres and acres of pure fear await you in Neenaka Woods. Savage Jack's Trail of Terror and the demons of the underworld corn maze. Plus monster eats, the Hellfire jack-o'-lanterns, axe throwing, and so much more. Neenaka Woods in Gibbon, open every weekend in October. Discount coupons at Pump and Pantry. Get your tickets now at NeenakaWoods.com. What waits in the woods? You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Former President Donald Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, is warning if his old boss gets elected again, he'll rule like a dictator. Kelly tells the New York Times.
It certainly falls into the general definition of fascist. For sure.
A Trump campaign spokesman tells the Times Kelly has, quote, beclowned himself. As quarterly losses top $6 billion, Boeing CEO Kelly Ortberg tells CNBC he set his sights on a leaner future.
The first thing we've got to do is stabilize the business, and obviously getting through the IAM strike is the first big step in doing that.
Factory workers vote on a new contract today. An update on an E. coli outbreak linked to Quarter Pounders. CBS's Nancy Chen.
McDonald's says it's pulled the burger from menus in impacted locations and that it's linked a subset of cases to slivered onions.
At least 4 dozen people have gotten sick. 1 died. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Nick Cope.
We've got a trade this morning in the NFL. Multiple reports say the Chiefs are finalizing a deal to acquire receiver DeAndre Hopkins from the Titans for a conditional 4th-round draft pick. Hopkins was a 3-time first-team All-Pro selection with the Texans from 2017 to 2019. Other league news, reports say the Browns will start Jameis Winston at quarterback this week. They've got the Ravens on Sunday. NFL media says Jets offensive end Hassan Reddick is expected to practice today, and he could be activated before Sunday's game against the Patriots. On NBA's opening night, the defending champion Celtics blew out the Knicks 132-109. Boston matched an NBA record with 29 made three-pointers. Jason Tatum led with 37 points. And the Lakers beat the Timberwolves 110-103. LeBron and Bronny shared the court for 3 minutes, becoming the first father-son duo to play in the NBA.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 64. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, 43. Daytime highs approaching 74. Tomorrow, mainly sunny. Dry Friday and Saturday under mainly sunny skies with highs in the low 60s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Currently 35, mostly sunny.
This is the sound of corn pests wreaking havoc on your crops. This is the sound of a channel field protected by Bayer's trait technology. With the RNAi technology of SmartStax Pro, the all-in corn rootworm fighter, and VT4 Pro, Bayer's widest spectrum of defense, you can stay one step ahead of ever-changing pest pressure. Find the right corn trait for your fields at channel.com/corn traits. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Corn rootworm is a ruthless pest, which is why Bayer is relentless in its innovation. SmartStax Pro with RNAi technology is here. With an RNAi-based mode of action unlike anything that's come before, plus 2 proven BT traits, it's innovation that equals the strongest biotech defense in medium to high corn rootworm pressure environments from Bayer. Talk to your seed dealer about defending like a pro with SmartStax Pro technology. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices. Copyright 2024 Bayer Group. All rights reserved.
9:05, currently 35, mostly sunny, winds light, and out of the west, kind of light and variable so far this morning. Barometric pressure still rising at 30.29, humidity at 93%. 0.10 precipitation measured so far this month. Well, we've got some more things we want to tell you about. We're also going to see if we can catch up with the Pizza Hut this morning and see what's going on there with their delicious food and services as well. So stick around for that. Right now, I want to talk a little bit about the Circle V Stitchin' Post. As we go along through life, things change. And I think a lot of us remember when almost all the weddings were in the summer. Some were either in June or either side of June. But now there's Christmas weddings, there's weddings that go on all different times of the year.
New Year's Eve, I think, is kind of a popular
That's a big
day.
one.
Yeah.
That's not far away, nor is Christmas. And if you're looking for Christmas gifts, this all fits into what Velma can do for you at Circle V Stitchin' Post. If you have a wedding coming up or a baby shower, anniversary, afghans, blankets, towel sets, Western items, cowhide items, and more, all personalized for that happy new couple or parent. And so she is always up for that. You can contact her, have your brand or your farm name put on apparel. She carries shirts and sweatshirts and long sleeve polos, hats, and more. And she really is excited about the cowhide coasters, rugs, and table runners that she's offering. You can put your brand on those too. And Velma is just really excited about making sure if you have a special occasion coming up that you do something personalized, make that just a little bit more special. Letter jackets and so forth is always something she's up for, or team support garments. She can put your logo for your favorite high school team on what you want to wear to the games. Call her at 308-872-6173. Quality custom embroidery. Velma's Circle V Stitchin' Post, located north of Broken Bow on 43920 Paulson Road.
Job opportunity for you. You'll find all the details on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page. Nebraska Department of Transportation has an exceptional opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in Ansley. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, and a comprehensive benefits package. To apply, you need to go online because an online state application must be completed. So go to this website, statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity, veterans preference employer.
Brent.
Dave.
I'm going to make a political statement here, so you might want to get on your island.
Oh, okay.
I really don't think you will.
Oh, okay.
You know, the commercials that show on television, which are paid for by political PACs.
Oh, sure, yeah.
They drum up a bunch of money, and then they really don't answer to anybody, so they can take somebody who looks normal and distort their face a little bit. Usually those commercials are kind of in a black and white. You know, when they're talking about the opponent, they make sure they get the worst picture they can find and kind of make it gray looking and, you know, whatever the worst picture they can post about their opponent, about that opponent they put up there. And then it's always accusation type commercials, you know, not really anything about, you know, what's going to be sought after as goals, more the downfall of that candidate. We have a lot of that. I don't really like it. And I'm looking at this political interviews graphic that Jeremy made of Dan Osborne and Deb Fisher. And they are really going at it advertising-wise.
Yes, it's become a big race politically for sure, yeah.
And I love what Jeremy did here. He got pictures of each candidate, put them up there. Dan Osborne is smiling. It's a good picture. Deb Fisher is smiling. It's a very good picture. They're in color, and they look fine. And there's no gray, no turning him into a vampire or anything like that. And this poster, this political note is about political interviews that are going to be aired here on KCNI, Pure Country. And we always offer political candidates 10 minutes of airtime to say why they're running. We have standard questions we ask. Why are you running? What do you hope to achieve? Little background, and, you know, keep it simple, give them a chance to state their case. And I think Jeremy has done both these interviews.
I believe, yeah, I think Jeremy's kind of coordinating, I think at the moment, all of the political interviews that will be airing in the days ahead.
Okay, doing a great job. And on October 28th, Dan Osborne will be featured on KCNI at approximately 2:30. On October 29th, Deb Fisher will be our guest on KCNI at approximately 2:30, and Jeremy Shipe will basically ask them the same questions. We try to keep it even Steven, and so put that on your calendar. October 28th for Dan Osborne, October 29th for Deb Fisher, airtime close to 2:30 on KCNI Pure Country, KCNI1280.com, and 96.3 FM online at KCNI1280.com. But I do like the pictures. They're good pictures of those two.
Yep, indeed.
They don't look like they're sick, like on TV.
Here is another job opportunity for you. This is through Power Solutions. They're hiring. Do you have a passion for diesel engines? Are you great with people and thrive in a fast-paced environment? Well, Power Solutions is looking for a parts manager to join their energetic and growing team. This is a full-time position. They offer competitive salary based on experience, paid time off, employee discounts on parts and services. It would be a Monday through Friday schedule, no weekends, a fun and dynamic work environment. So if you have a love for diesel engines, Vermeer Ag, and a talent for helping customers, they would love to hear from you. Send your resume to this email. You can email it to office.powersolution@gmail.com, or you can call 308-872-5522. Again, you can find this listing on sandhillsexpress.com on the employment page.
Thank you, Brent. In Arnold, Nebraska, there's a place called Brewbakers. And 'tis the season to be grateful and gather. That's how they feel about it. So mark your calendar for an upcoming event in Arnold on November 15th. Now, that's a little ways off, but not all that far. They're going to have a gathering from 8 until 5 on November 15th. That's a Friday. Then on Saturday, the 16th, from 9 until 3 at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. It's their annual tasting and holiday open house. And they'll have a door prize drawing, 25% off merchandise, and a free gift with every purchase during those 2 days. They'll also be having a Black Friday sale you won't want to miss, with savings that you will not believe, at Brubaker's in Arnold. And I have a feeling with those discounts and door prizes, you will see Brad Atkins somewhere around there.
Ah, there you go. Hey, Quality Senior Villages, so blessed to have this facility in Broken Bow. They specialize in Alzheimer's and dementia care assisted living. Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow believes that an active life is a nurturing experience at their facility. Residents can thrive and live an active lifestyle through the services offered through Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow. So to find out more about them, more about the facility, more about the services that they offer, we encourage you to contact Quality Senior Villages, again specializing in Alzheimer's and dementia care assisted living. They're in Broken Bow. To find out more, call 872-6387, 872-6387.
We are going to see if we can catch up with the Pizza Hut in just a little bit. Keep your dial set right here, and we want to get our AM side of things going on regular programming as quickly as we can, because Jack Simpson, Happy Jack Black White Simpson, will want to get going over there this morning, because I think because of all these political ads we've been talking about, he needs to get on the air so we can get those in before 10.
Oh, yes. Yeah, good point.
Yeah. So he's anticipating over there in this paisley shirt.
Yeah.
As he's waiting to take over the control. So if I would quit talking, we'd have a better chance of doing that. We'll be right back.
Happy Halloween from your friends at the Grocery Cart. Save on certified Angus beef rump roast, $6.48 a pound. And Oscar Mayer Fun Pack Lunchables are 2 for $5. Start your day with Nestle Coffee Mate Creamers, 2 for $7. For a quick meal, Red Baron pizzas are 3 for $11. Best Choice red potatoes in a 5-pound bag are $2.98. And warm up with Swiss Miss Cocoa Mix, 2 for $5. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
October is Soybean Cyst Nematode Action Month, and Troy Bauer with BASF encourages growers to proactively sample fields for the destructive pest.
We are partnering with the SCN Coalition to raise awareness around this devastating pest in order for growers to raise their yield potential in their fields. And the first thing they can do is they can go out and dig roots in their soybean field and look for SCN females in season. But probably the best measure in terms of management strategies for the following year is to go out and collect soil samples. There's a number of labs that will analyze for SCN levels in your soil. The best time to do that is in the fall. So as growers consider action plans for the upcoming year, I would encourage them to reach out to their trusted agronomic advisor or BASF advisor to collect more information.
Visit scnactionmonth.com to learn more.
Thank you for the Desert Rose Band.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. Chris Hillman, who the Birds?
Birds.
Was he a Birds
Yes.
guy? Yeah.
Yeah. And he put this band together, and they did quite well for a while.
Yeah, they had a number of hits on the country music side.
Well, we tried a couple of times to reach out to the Pizza Hut, and so far we've just been getting the menus and different things. So
they're busy, man.
They're not picking up.
They're rolling out the dough, getting ready.
Getting that dough ready to put all those sauces and good things on. And fries and salads. We talked with Lori last time. They've got a lot of things you don't think they'd have at the Pizza Hut. I mean, they got the pizza, but they've got lots of things to eat besides pizza.
Yeah, sandwiches, pasta, pizza, wings, and their dessert menu. Man, you'd be amazed how many dessert items they've got on there now. So, yeah, try them out. And if I know that they're still looking for people to join their team.
Right.
Many different ways you can be involved in the Pizza Hut team, so give them a call if you're looking for a job and looking to join a great team.
Delivery, always looking for delivery people. Some folks need it in the kitchen and the service area out front. Talk to Lori at the Pizza Hut. But be sure and stop in. You'll be surprised what the menu will offer you right now.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I believe that concludes the show. Did we cover everything?
Yes, I believe we did, Dave. I think I've got everything off my list.
And what that means, we'll be able to turn things over to Happy Jack, White Black Simpson.
Yes. That is a long nickname, by the way, you've given him. I just don't know if I can remember all of it.
Well, I was telling you off the air, I went and had my health check yesterday. When you get older, you got to go once a year.
And that went okay?
Well, you got to go.
Right?
They won't give you your pills.
Oh, well,
they'll cut you off on the pills if you don't go get your health check.
Oh, no.
So they have these memory things they run you through.
Memory questions.
Yeah.
And am I okay to ask these questions to you? Did you do okay on those? I don't know. I don't want to be breaking any HIPAA laws or something. But, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
What was your name again?
Yeah. I'm Brent. This is KCNI KBBN. You're on the Breakfast Show, Dave.
What county are you in? I don't know. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. Join us again tomorrow at 7.